Welcome to Untamed Earth.
First is the leopard.
In Yucatan rainforest, the jaguar pauses above a cenote, reading scents on the wind. Misty Chiapas canopy drifts around a lone jaguar, moving softly through cloud forest shadows. Among tangled mangroves of Sian Cayenne, the jaguar wades quietly. Water mirrors its steps. At Tikal's buttress roots, the jaguar threads ancient paths, whiskers catching dappled light. Twilight at a limestone cave. The jaguar watches patiently. Night insects spark the air. Coxcomb Basin Creek murmurs as a jaguar glides upstream, paws precise on river stones. On warm granite above the ecotone, the jaguar rests, surveying pine and broadleaf edge. Pico Bonito ridgeline breathes clouds. A jaguar follows the spine, silent in the moss. Rio Platano Oxbow lies still. A jaguar drinks, reflections trembling around its whiskers. Chiribicate foothills glow amber. A jaguar patrols the sandstone rim, scanning savanna mosaics. Magdalena Gallery forest hums. The jaguar lifts its muzzle, testing drifting pollen and breeze. Across the open llano's edge, tall grass parts. A jaguar advances, body low and calm. Imataka Blackwater slides by. A jaguar crosses. Droplets bead and fall from patterned shoulders. Pacaya Samaria's flooded trunks rise. A jaguar slips between roots, footsteps softened by water. On Madre de Dios sandbars, a jaguar climbs driftwood, watching braided channels glitter ahead. Madidi's red clay banks hold heat. A jaguar moves through vines, eyes bright, intent measured. At Knoll Kemp Cliffs, wind lifts fur. A jaguar pauses beneath kapok, measuring the drop. Chaco Foothill Ravine drips green. A jaguar descends ferny walls, breath steady, gaze focused. In Yasuni terra firme, sunbeams stripe the forest. A jaguar steps over a fallen fig. Northern Pantanal side channel ripples. A jaguar swims parallel to the bank, wake whispering. Varzea waters rise among trunks. A jaguar moves under bromeliads, thunder murmuring far off. Bahia's Atlantic forest blooms purple. A jaguar threads jacaranda shade, morning birdsong around. Cerrado Vereda springs glint. A jaguar pauses in gallery woodland, ears forward to the seep. Iwokrama's clear creek chatters. A jaguar emerges by crystalline pools beneath towering Greenheart. Rupununi dusk turns the sky amber. A jaguar silhouettes against palms, stride smooth and sure. Brownsburg's laterite path descends. A jaguar moves toward a distant shimmer of falling water. Central Suriname pool lies tea-dark. A jaguar studies still reflections, insects stitching the air. Upper Paraná bamboo tightens to a tunnel. A jaguar slips through, shoulders brushing green culms. Humid Chaco gallery shadows deepen. A jaguar follows a cool creek bend, steps echoing softly. Mishamis red earth warms at dawn. A jaguar walks beneath Araucaria, mist thinning to light. Juju Yungas shine pale. A jaguar crosses a stony bed, mountain air crisp and clear. At Ibera's fringe, reeds whisper. A jaguar appears by glassy backwater, posture calm, alert. Arizona Sky Island's arroyo flickers with shade. A jaguar pads between sycamores and smooth granite. Santa Rita foothills fade to pastel. A jaguar holds a ridge profile, desert quiet around. Along the Gila corridor, cottonwoods sway. A jaguar follows the river's curve, breath measured. Pelonchillo ledges open to blue ranges. A jaguar listens to the breeze, ears slowly rotating. Juruena headwaters root tangle hides a den. A jaguar settles beside it, presence steady and calm. Thank you everyone for watching the video. If you find it interesting, please like and subscribe to the channel to watch more interesting videos.
And this is the big animal elephant?
At sunrise, the elephant selects tender shoots, breath drifting in golden light. Across cracked salt flats, its long shadow leads the way, tracing a patient path. ancient rock trail, the elephant moves slowly. Granite whispers old stories. Fine red dust lifts and glows. The elephant relaxes in warm sunlight. In the rustling bamboo corridor, the elephant parts leaves with its trunk dappled light guiding. On the dune ridge, the silhouette becomes ink against a fading sky. At the clay-lined water's edge, the elephant drinks. Round ripples mirror calm. From above, the elephant threads lotus channels, wake lines sketching patterns. Beneath the baobab's shade, its eyelids rest as filtered beams whisper. Mist on the mountain trail, the elephant steps through moss and cool blue air. Clear shallows reveal stones. Sunlight dances as the elephant fords the river. A straight down view. The trunk gathers grass. Rings spread like tiny suns. At the warm mineral wall, the elephant rubs gently. Sparkled dust floats in slanting light. On mirror-wet tidal flats, the elephant walks toward the soft marine haze. In the teak woodland, branches tremble. Leaves fall like a gentle rain on its back. Among river islands of stone, the elephant follows clear water and polished rock. In the reed lagoon, the elephant sprays its back. Droplets freeze into bright laughter. Under violet skies, the elephant crosses the grassland, clouds layering a cinematic horizon. Tall grass frames the lens. The elephant grazes calmly in the quiet moon. Curved sand embraces rest. Ear edges trace pale lines in the light. Warm mopane glow. The elephant peels bark from a fallen log with care. On the canopy bridge, steady steps. Cool rainforest mist curls around its ears. Across white clay flats, the elephant advances. Fine dust halos each step. At the papyrus edge, rim light outlines ears. A soft breeze combs fine hairs. In the winding canyon, the elephant follows an S-curve. Sandstone reflects warm tones. By the muddy wallow, a planted foot swirls patterns, revealing textured lines. Monsoon rain returns. The elephant's back blooms while the red track shimmers. On a high meadow below snow-dusted peaks, the elephant fans its ears in crisp air. Moonlit woodland clearing. The elephant strolls as silver grasses glow. At the pale chalk bank, the elephant lifts mineral-rich soil. Soft overcast soothes the scene. After safe seasonal burn, black stems sprout green. The elephant finds hopeful shoots. In the basalt stream, steps fall in rhythm. Bright droplets rise and fade. Warm sunrise. A mother encourages her newborn, breaths mingling with soft grass. Beside a sun-warmed slab, the elephant rests its trunk. A small stream hums. Across violet wildflowers, petals brush its legs. The elephant slows to spare the blooms. On an ancient lakebed, footprints link cracked tiles into a quiet map. At the laterite edge, the elephant swirls red dust. Distant cliffs blur into bokeh. Along misty rice terraces, the elephant follows the forest margin into gentle morning.
The next is the rhinoceros.
At dawn, a greater one-horned rhinoceros grazes quietly across Kaziranga's silver grass. By the misted oxbow, the rhinoceros browses tender shoots, calm and unhurried. In the forest pool, ripples trace the rhinoceros's slow, cooling wallow. Along the Brahmaputra sandbar, the rhinoceros ambles, horizon wide and endless. At the pebbled ford, the rhinoceros lowers its muzzle to the bright current. Against a mossy trunk, the rhinoceros rubs its horn, marking a quiet boundary. Crossing the reed-fringed lagoon, the rhinoceros moves steady through wind-brushed water. Monsoon clouds gather as the rhinoceros rests, grasses breathing under distant rain. Among purple meadow blooms, the rhinoceros grazes softly, petals drifting in breeze. In a still backwater, the rhinoceros swims, concentric rings expanding outward. Raindrops beat on armored plates as the rhinoceros shakes gently in bamboo shade. Red earth underfoot, the rhinoceros follows a hill trail above hazy plains. Sun shafts stripe the woodland as the rhinoceros steps from hoof to horn. At the lotus pond, the rhinoceros browses floating greens, reflections shimmering. On a windswept terrace, the rhinoceros stands steady, river switchbacks below. Morning fog parts at the rhinoceros' knees, a pale sun lifting. Beneath a sprawling fig, the rhinoceros settles, roots and sand warming. Across a sunlit meadow, the rhinoceros moves with measured, untroubled rhythm. In a shaded creek, the rhinoceros cools, fern-framed droplets glinting. At dawn, beside the gravel track, the rhinoceros pauses, mist curling low. Fresh post-flood grasses sway as the rhinoceros feeds near newborn channels. On the river beach, the rhinoceros holds still, driftwood patterns etched around. Along a sunken forest path, the rhinoceros sample shoots air dust lit. Heat shimmers over cracked mud. The rhinoceros stands composed in mirage haze. Under a rose-dusk sky, the rhinoceros grazes by a quiet culvert. Dry grass glows pale. The rhinoceros advances, seed heads brushing armor. At a spring-fed seep, the rhinoceros shakes off mud, moss sparkling. In the watch grove shade, the rhinoceros rests, river light threading trunks. Between flooded fields, the rhinoceros strolls the levee, mirrored panels stretching. Sunbeams cut a canopy gap as the rhinoceros grazes steaming ground. Through hyacinth mats, the rhinoceros wades forward, leaf patterns rippling. On a gravel bar, the rhinoceros silhouettes its horn against the pale sky. Along a sunlit levee road, the rhinoceros browses gently, fence posts receding. Beside a bright treefall gap, the rhinoceros dozes where fresh shoots rise. Under an arch of vines, the rhinoceros flicks its ears in a cool stream. First light and river mist. The rhinoceros stands near a wooden footbridge. At sunrise in a quiet meadow, the rhinoceros watches a newborn find balance.
Last is the deer.
At sunrise, a giraffe browses acacia leaves, lifting gently with each bite as warm Sahel light paints its towering silhouette. Across Kalahari Dunes, a loose herd strides in rhythm, long shadows stretching like brushstrokes over rippled red sand. Carefully splayed, the giraffe lowers to drink. Calm breath stirring dusk reflections across Etosha's quiet white clay pan. Two bulls sway and test their grace on rocky plains, measured neck arcs speaking of strength and careful balance. First steps tremble into courage. A newborn finds the ground guided by patience and the endless horizon of grass. Under umbrella thorn shade, a mother stills the wind for her calf, watchful eyes soft against drifting dust. "30 silhouettes stitch the mopane canopy, a loose procession flowing golden and quiet along the woodland edge. At dawn's cool hush, a solitary bull writes his story in sand, strides tracing the dry river's forgotten line. Tongue unfurls like velvet ribbon, teasing marula leaves free, backlit rim light glimmering along patterned neck. Black cotton soil, heat shimmers. Giraffes cross the plain with unhurried certainty, horizons widening around them. Fever trees lean over still water. Giraffes pause in shade, reflections swaying with the slow pulse of afternoon. From a laterite ridge, a vigilant gaze surveys thorn scrub, breeze combing the mane as clouds drift past. Footprints bead the salt pan's glare. A quiet caravan of giraffes threads the white horizon, mirage bending air. Subadults pace playful and poised, their steps echoing along granite valleys scattered with rain-born wildflowers. Against a burning sky, one tall silhouette holds the evening, quiet as grass and certain as the coming night. Ochre sandstone frames patterned coats. The group rests, a living tapestry set softly against ancient rock. Ilala palms whisper in sea breeze. A giraffe's stride taps a steady rhythm along the pale, sandy track. Close to the river's murmurs, lashes catch the morning, a quiet portrait of focus among riverine figs. Karoo, dawn turns pastel. A tall browser samples blossoms near the windmill. Sky opening around quiet concentration. Beside a rust-red mound, a calm jaw turns and turns, rumination pacing noon's long, shimmering minutes. Golden, light rims young travelers circling a dry pan, practicing the patient cadence of their elders. A lone figure stands with a baobab in sunrise. Stillness fills the frame and the world listens. Edges of the floodplain gleam. A train of giraffes follows the escarpment's curve, unhurried as afternoon. Rough bark meets patterned neck, a gentle rub, a quiet pause, and the thornveld glows in late light. Harsh noon carves clean lines. A cluster moves through tall acacia, scale measured against sky's deep blue. An eye-like polished dusk reflects the open plain. Lashes tremble as the breeze writes tiny ripples. Red laterite underfoot, pale leaves ahead. A tall browser threads the Combretum corridor with mindful grace. Blue hour gathers its first stars. A lone giraffe breathes slow and even, the savanna settling around it. Thank you everyone for watching the video. If you find it interesting, please like and subscribe to the channel to watch more interesting videos.